hello there! Let's keep your week rolling just right. The right mix of news and conversations. And whether you're catching us online, on TV, or on the radio, hop on, join the chat. I'm Paolo de Rosario.
Hello there, beautiful people. I'm Asis-Carilo. We are simulcast on Mellow 94.7 BFM. Here's your daily dose of deep dives and good vibes. Welcome to
Beautiful Day! All right, so we got a lot of great news here for our viewers. Of course, the biggest one I think we're going to be talking about is the ICI now going to be able to live stream their hearings. We'll talk about that a bit later on. Pero grabe, so this is the one thing that I felt that so many people have been clamoring for, both legislative, yung taong bayan, and so on. So this is going to be really interesting to see how it's handled. And of course, para sa akin, what I'm really curious about later on, and I think we're going to discuss that, is whether or not maapektuhan yung proceedings.
Yes. And you know what? It's really exciting kasi starting next week nga, they'll live stream the ICI, and sakto kasi they rescheduled the hearing with former Speaker Martin Romualdez. So it will be falling under yung live streamed hearing already. So people want to see that, diba?
Gusto niyo ba yan? Yung tinitis namin dito, yung news natin, diba? Hindi lang yung mga guests. That is because we have a lot to talk about.
Because it is something big. When it came out yesterday, people have been talking about it na finally, diba, ila-live stream na. There are some people who are against it, of course. Some business group leaders are also expressing their sentiments. Reluctance. So we'll see how it goes, but we'll talk more about that later on. We have an exciting show for you guys. We've got some music again. I'm also excited for Day Mix. So we have Day Mix again today with soft pop, Kikay, and former The Voice Teens contestant Hakki. You know what? A while ago, she was doing her sound check here, and she finished her whole song.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like
naka-bonus ka
doing,
na.
Diba? And then her voice was like, wow. I even told her, Hakki, you sing like that in the morning.
Kapag it gets better as the day goes by, diba?
Hindi pa nga siya naka-makeup, hindi pa siya naka-ready, and then she sang like, oh my goodness. That's something to look forward to later on.
Of course. And as always, on Thursday pa ngayon, dapat Thursday, is that we have Coach V coming on later, and we have a really interesting topic because we have a former beat queen who's asking dating Coach V how to start over again after a failed long-term relationship.
Dapat yun yung background music later.
We're also on social media, ladies and gentlemen. We're on Facebook and YouTube. And where can we find us?
Yes, Facebook and YouTube, guys. Go ahead and send us your messages as early as now. We love hearing from you. We are simulcast on Mellow 94.7 BFM, and we are also on their Facebook page. So many ways to get in touch with us. And I always check those comment sections. So go ahead and send us questions our way, especially for love hacks later. We always get love questions from our viewers. Feel free to join us anywhere in the world. I wonder if Miss Paul is tuned in again this morning.
Nanonood ako.
From Arizona, USA. And we also have, like yesterday, we had viewers from Saudi Arabia, from Baguio, from Davao City. So
naman Saudi Arabia, tapos Baguio agad.
Kasi nga, anywhere. We are heard, and you can watch us anywhere in the world. So do join us next hour and a half.
And we definitely love that, and hopefully you could fill up our comment section, and we will be able to read some of them out and maybe react to them as well. But let's get the show rolling because we have a lot to talk about. And take it away.
We start with traffic check. Let's see the situation in major roads at this hour. We start with a look at EDSA White Plains. On the left side of your screens, you're seeing vehicles heading to Shaw Boulevard, already looking quite busy at this hour. Moderate to heavy traffic building up on that stretch. Opposite lane, right side of your screens, those are the vehicles heading to Cubao. Light to moderate traffic on that area. Now this time, we check EDSA Orense in Makati. Left side of your screens, those are the vehicles heading to Pasay City. No problem yet as of this hour. Opposite lane, same situation. Right side, those are the vehicles heading to Shaw Boulevard. Light traffic on that stretch. Now, heads up to motorists, the expanded vehicle number coding scheme is in full swing. It is a Thursday, so vehicles with license plates ending in 7 and 8 should be off the road right about now until 10 a.m. and again later from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now on to our top stories. This morning, the Department of Education has suspended classes in public schools from October 27 to 30. This is to give way for a health break and give both teachers and learners a pause amid recent calamities and spread of flu-like illnesses. DepEd also rescheduled the conducting of in-service training or inset after the break. Classes will resume on November 3rd following All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day.
Now moving on, the Department of Public Works and Highways clarified that the documents affected in a fire at their compound in Quezon City were unrelated to the flood control scandal.
Ang mga nasira kang dokumento ay mga reports sa mga validation ng materials, yung regular po na ginagawa ng Bureau of Research, yung materials na naturally occurring sa bawat region at district offices. Mga calibration report po.
Initial investigations point to a computer unit explosion in the material testing division as the cause of the fire that broke out on Wednesday noon. Firefighters contained the blaze within an hour with only a minor injury reported.
The Office of the Ombudsman has announced yesterday that it will be investigating this incident in coordination with the NBI and the Bureau of Fire Protection to establish whether arson or any deliberate act was committed, according to Assistant Ombudsman Miko Clavano. The initial findings kasi, may computer daw na sumabog sa materials testing division. But ang bilis ng reaction ng netizens when news of the fire
of course
came out, diba? Syempre.
We are to be fair, we are seeing the building. Ang nakita natin, it is a research facility.
Yes.
Right? So, wala pong naapektuhan na documents related to the flood control scandal or any infrastructure work, at least according to that interview done at the venue.
According to them.
So, pero really, I'm sure that's what people are thinking, diba?
Oo.
Kasi the timing feels suspect for a lot of people, kaya may mga suspicion of other things.
Also dun sa office na nasunog, I think it was mentioned that there were documents validating materials.
Yeah, validating
the
materials.
standard of materials.
My biggest question is
that somehow linked also to checking if works are substandard?
For me, my biggest question is, nasa papel lang ba talaga lahat ng mga record natin? Aren't they all on a computer or digitized? Shouldn't they all be part
computer.
of? No, sumabog yung computer. Pero I mean, aren't they networked?
It should be.
Yeah, exactly.
Diba?
So
there should be like physical documents and then dapat may nasa cloud din
I mean, I understand
diba?
people being suspicious when it comes to yung mga documents.
Kasi the timing.
No, yeah, but then at the same time,
incident.
can you really literally burn evidence, and that will get rid of every piece of evidence? Because we are in an age where now everything's on our cell phones. So why aren't they digitized, if ever?
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And I'm sure it's not just in one computer. All right, but anyway, let's move on from here. Kasi,
But I believe DPWH Secretary Vince Tizon will have an announcement also about this incident today, if I'm not mistaken. Now, moving on, the public can watch live-streamed hearings of the Independent Commission for Infrastructure starting next week. This after demand from the public to open access to the ongoing probe.
In spite of no rules allowing us, we will now go on live stream next week. Once we get to be able to have the technical capability with us already. So again, I repeat, we'll be doing live stream next week.
The commission has begun accepting volunteers as it handles high-profile cases, including the Diskaya couple, former House Speaker Martin Romualdez, and former DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo. Meanwhile, the Senate is urging the president to certify a bill that would create a stronger body, the Independent People's Commission, to take over the investigation. So this is what we were talking about a while ago. Big news that came out yesterday. The ICI hearings will be live streamed starting next week.
Yes. So the interesting part here also, maybe overlooked, is the Senate's urging to certify a bill that would create the stronger body, the Independent People's Commission,
Yes,
right? So
IPC.
baka hindi pa yan ma-live stream rin kung ganun. But there's because that has to be decided if ever it pushes through.
For approval pa
Yes,
ni
exactly.
President Bongbong Marcos. And pero right now, at least we're seeing this big step towards, greater transparency. Hinihingi naman ng taong bayan to na makita natin what is going on within, yung what happens behind these closed doors ng ICI hearings.
Yeah. At the same time, even if we see what's going on, I think the clamor from a lot of people, from legislators, from observers, is that they still lack power. So you can see what's happening, but if there's a lack of actual power to do anything, the question would always be, so what now at this point? But at the same time, Ren, it's also interesting that they're accepting volunteers.
Yes, kasi nga tatlo lang ang, if I'm not mistaken, tatlo lang ang lawyers nila right now.
Yeah, so if they get more volunteers,
yes.
especially mga strong-willed or yung mga medyo maingay, I believe, then we might actually see the more transparency, I guess, of course.
Maganda. This is a good development. I mean, if you ask me, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang ito kasi yung hinihingi ng public, not just the public, but sabi mo nga kanina, di ba? Also some legislators are wanting the hearings to be publicized.
And of course, yes.
So,
And the next step, more power.
Yes.
More power for the ICI, and let's see what happens with the Independent People's Commission as well. But can I just say, this is such big news in general that yung partner ko si Ann decided to make content about this on her TikTok.
Yeah.
At hindi, kasi yung content niya before that, mukbang eh. Tapos ito, she had to wait, let's stop. We need to talk about this. So that's a type of
It is big news.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge news, and that's the type of
It's a good
news
development.
that we have to talk about moving forward, and drop all what we're doing. Yeah.
Speaking of developments, Ombudsman Jesus Crispin Remulla has given investigators just 60 days to complete the preliminary probe into flood control projects. He says the process usually takes a year, but some cases no longer need a fact-finding phase.
Example, the DOJ case is filed. Nung pinabuksan natin, so we were composing the teams already. At by Thursday, we will start the preliminary investigation of the cases, the flood control cases filed by the DOJ. And the other cases filed by Secretary Dizon and the ICI, umpisahan na natin yan. And those that we deem fit to go straight to PI will do already.
The Supreme Court says it is ready to review proposed expedited rules for the Sandigan Bayan to speed up flood control cases, which officials hope to decide in just 6 to 8 months. Meanwhile, the High Court is also investigating judiciary projects involving contractors now linked to the flood control scandal. So another big development here, because, everybody wants these cases to be filed and processed as soon as possible, and for those involved in corruption to be jailed finally. And alam naman natin it's going to take some time. But, with this report, Ombudsman Remulla aiming for 60 days, tapos the expedited rules to be proposed by the Sandigan Bayan to the Supreme Court because they are aiming for the cases to be processed in 6 to 8 months lang, diba? So, that is somehow a good development as well.
I'm really interested to see the pushback when it comes to this, because the line that says no longer need a fact-finding phase could mean, at least for some people, na it curtails yung due process. Which some people, I would not be surprised, would use that as a defense.
I remember an interview with Secretary Vince Dizon na meron daw mga cases talaga na pwede nang i-file because these are the ghost projects. Yung obvious talaga na wala.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that falls under that category na hindi na kailangan ng fact-finding phase.
Yes, especially kung wala.
It's very
Pero
obvious.
kung kita and substandard and there's going to be
Ayun ang
debates on
kailangan
whether,
ng-
right?
yes,
So that's what I'm
that's
saying. So there's going to always be cases wherein you might need the fact-finding phase. And if all of those fact-finding phases are already taken away, yung masasabi na baka yung due process has been skipped. But again, that depends on the defense of these people as well. It'll be interesting to see how that develops. So now, moving on here, as we talk about the Bureau of Customs this time, the Bureau of Customs is preparing charges against the importers of smuggled luxury vehicles owned by flood control royalty Sara and Curly Discaya. This is in particular to the 33 cars scheduled for auction next month. The BOC is also investigating the possibility that the Discaya couple knew of the illegal smuggling. Customs officials clarified that the Discaya couple can only be charged if it is proven they were accomplice to the crimes. Customs officials continue to search for testimonies and validate papers as they hope to release their investigation report before the auction on November 15.
Now, moving on, more Filipinos believe that President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. needs to address inflation rather than corruption. This according to a recent SWS survey showing 56% believe PBBM needs to lower the price of food and other essential goods. Meanwhile, 31% called on the president to address government corruption. This survey was conducted from September 24 to 30.
All right, now moving on here to sports, the NFL remains committed to featuring Bad Bunny as its Super Bowl halftime show headliner. Now, despite criticism, including from U.S. President Donald Trump, the NFL is standing by its choice, citing the artist's global popularity. Commissioner Roger Goodell explained that the selection had been thoroughly planned and that every halftime show choice that they have made has had its fair share of controversy. The 31-year-old Bad Bunny, born Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, has been vocal against Trump and his policies, notably opting for a 31-day residency in Puerto Rico due to concerns over mass deportations. Super Bowl 60 is set for February 8th at the Levi Stadium in San Francisco, with Bad Bunny expected to perform in Espanol, in Spanish. I'm actually excited for that, Anne. I'm a big fan of Bad Bunny. And wrestling fans are also a big fan of Bad Bunny. He's such a nice character, to be quite honest. And, I am hoping that the controversy is overblown in the build-up. At sana, pumasok po ang Seattle Seahawks ko sa Super Bowl. So, let's go, Hawks.
And it's time for our tea. First cup of tea, American pop star Miley Cyrus teased her new original song featured in Avatar, Fire and Ash. The Wrecking Ball singer posted the announcement on social media with a snippet of the track. Singing over an orchestral arrangement, Even Through Flames, We Dream as One. The pop country icon says the song is deeply personal for her, having personal experience with rebuilding from ashes after her Malibu home was burned down in the 2018 California wildfires. So, something to look forward to, of course, in that movie, Avatar, Fire and Ash, this song from Miley Cyrus. Pwede rin yung lyrics sa what our country is going through right
Akala
now.
ko sa DPWH.
Even through, di ba? Or the corruption issues, even through flames, we dream as one. Di ba?
Yeah.
We rise from the ashes of corruption.
Diba yan yung theme song natin nung SEA Games? So we win as one. Parang ganun.
We win as one. Now we rise as one.
Rise as one.
Yes.
But of course, yeah, it's great to see Miley Cyrus always come back. And also, I can I just say, I like whoever wrote this because Wrecking Ball pa ring reference ni Miley Cyrus. I mean...
Classic naman kasi yung Wrecking
I
Ball.
was going to say, Wrecking Ball, pwede rin the Hannah Montana artist, di ba? Or yung anak ni Billy Ray Cyrus.
Medyo ka siguro masyadong backtrack if Hannah
Oo, like,
Montana.
we go
so
all the way
Wrecking
back.
Ball is the perfect thing to describe her.
I think nga our next guest, ka-age na si Hannah Montana eh.
Tanungin natin later.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
We'll see.
Now for our second cup of tea, Netflix just dropped a teaser for season 5 of Emily in Paris. This time, Lily Collins' character Emily Cooper begins a new journey across Rome and Paris. Expect more romance, road trips, and luxe parties as Emily navigates love and career across 2 cities. Emily in Paris season 5 premieres December 18. I am so looking forward to this. I had to rewatch all the seasons of Emily in Paris again just to be ready for season 5. Kasi season 4 ended with her accepting the offer to head Asis-Carilo in Rome. So that's where season 4 ended, and she now has a new man, Marcello Moratori.
I have
The Italian rich guy. So we're gonna see, even the title card may change. They slashed Paris to Rome. So Emily in Rome na siya.
So,
Looking forward to
I
that.
have never watched a single episode of Emily in Paris. I have no idea what it's about.
I wonder if guys
At
watch
all.
Emily in Paris.
No, seryoso. It reminds me of like, I guess back in the day, if you were a guy, did you watch Sex and the City?
Oh, I know some guys who watch
I've never
Sex
watched.
and the
I've never
City.
watched Sex and the City.
Kasi,
So like this, I've never seen Emily in Paris, or
hold on.
most probably
Let me
won't see Emily in
compare,
Rome.
kasi I'm a big Sex and the City fan. I feel like Emily in Paris kasi is more girly.
Yeah.
Compared to Sex and the
Alam
City
mo-
na pwedeng guys, because I know guys who watch that.
Can I just say, I would watch Emily, pupunta ka muna Manila. Okay? And maybe
Emily in Manila.
Emily and Ermita. Mga ganun. So,
Nakikilala siya dito, and then she decides to move here.
Hey.
Magkakaroon ng Asis-Carilo in the Philippines.
oh, you never
Pwede.
know.
We
You
have
never
really
know.
good creatives
Or,
here, ha?
Emily, I'll see you in Siargao. Mga ganun. So, you never know.
But anyway, December 18, guys, if you're an Emily in Paris fan like me, that's something to look forward to. And that is our tea for this morning.
Look, I have to admit, really not a big fan of Emily in Paris because I haven't seen it, to be fair, but I'm sure a lot of people have said great things about it. But I cannot wait for all of you to become a fan, if you're not already, of our next guest, because coming up, former The Voice Teens contestant Hakki will wow us on Day Mix with her charm and fresh sound after a break. Don't miss it. Beautiful day. We'll be right back. And welcome back. You're still watching Beautiful Day. From The Voice Teens contestant to the charming Kikay, capturing hearts in the soft pop scene. Now, you might remember her as a standout contender mentored by Apple the App on The Voice Teens Season 2 back in 2020. But that was just the start of her journey. Now, she's the front act for OPM icon Kitchie Nadal, and she's officially making her mark with her debut single that came out just last month. Here is Hakki performing her hit debut single, Aaminin, right here on Day Mix.
Nagkasalubong sa pasilyo, pero para sa'kin parang palasyo. Di mo man lang ako nakita, sa iyo ay nahulog na pala. Paano ko sasabihin itong lihim kong damdamin? Tuwing ika'y nasisilayan, parang nawawala sa ulap ang isipan. Aaminin ko na ba o itatago pa? Hindi ko na kaya, puso'y sumisigaw na. May pag-asa ba kung sabihin ko na ikaw lang talaga? sa'yo ng palihim. Kailan mo ba ako mapapansin? Pipikit na lang ulit. Hahayaan bang ika'y di mapasakin? Paano ko sasabihin itong lihim kong damdamin? Tuwing ika'y nasisilayan, parang nawawala sa ulap ang isipan. Aaminin ko na ba o itatago pa? Hindi ko na kaya, puso'y sumisigaw na. May pag-asa ba kung sabihin ko na na ikaw lang, ikaw lang talaga. Kung hindi ngayon, kailan pa? Paano kung mawala ka? Ayokong magsisi. Aaminin ko naman, kahit masaktan pa, basta malaman mo na ikaw lang talaga. Di ko na kaya pa na manatiling lihim ka. Kaya ngayon, sasabihin ko na na ikaw lang. Oo, ikaw lang talaga.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hakki with Aaminin, have a seat. Wow,
That
wow.
was amazing.
Wow.
Thank you so much po.
Oh my goodness, Hakki,
Thank
welcome to
you.
Beautiful Day.
Thank you po. I'm so glad to be here po.
I'm so glad you're here. Jeez, what a performance. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Aaminin, and of course, that's the debut single. And we have to ask in general, of course, when it comes to this song, it feels very... You're 19 right now, right?
20 po.
You're 20 right now,
Yes
sorry.
po.
You're 20 right now. And it feels like, grabe, ang lalim ng kanta, ang lalim ng lyrics mismo. Can you tell us a bit more about the song, yung proseso behind this, and of course, what it means to you?
This song, Aaminin po, is actually a collaboration composition po with my management po. And yung meaning behind the song naman po, it's for those people na, especially Gen Zs or teenagers po, or even adults, young adults po, na nahihirapan po mag-confess sa something.
Sakit nun.
Yes po. May mga tinatagong
May
feeling.
hugot si Paolo.
Hindi, dati.
Dati.
Alright, sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
Ayun po, sa mga nahihirapan po mag-confess to someone they like na they're being held back po by the fear na they might get rejected po. And also, they also have a bit of hope na baka possible na maging sila, ganun po. So, confused and at the same time scared po.
You know what? All that coming from a 20-year-old who does not look 20 at all.
Oh, mukhang 12 daw according to some people.
Diba?
Eh.
I mean, if you're watching this right now, her explaining her song, all these emotions, tapos kita mo, batang-bata na pwede pang magbukod 12. Parang, ang dami na niyang alam sa pag-ibig. But let's talk about how you started.
Yeah.
Syempre, everybody knows you as that contestant from The Voice Teens, right?
Yes,
So, nag-start yun during the pandemic. But even before that, you were already singing, diba? Coming from your hometown in Pangasinan.
Yes
And
po.
then moving to Manila to a bigger stage, diba? Paano nagsimula tong singing journey mo?
Nagsimula po siya, I started singing po when I was 4 years old.
4 years
Yes
old. Okay.
po. And I was just singing for fun po kasi my parents loved seeing me sing po. And yung voice lessons ko naman po started when I was 7 years old po. And that's eventually po, I found out na I love performing po pala and singing.
Okay.
And actually po, hindi po ako masali sa mga barangay contests or local contests po.
Okay.
Siguro po, less than 10 lang yung nasalihan ko, unlike other people na
Less
maraming.
than 10, madami pa rin yun.
Well, for some, oo.
Yes, madami pa rin
For
yun.
some,
Okay.
yes.
So, and meron po akong stage fright noon.
Wow, really?
Super mahiyain po ako. Yes po.
Okay.
So, yung The Voice Teens po, it's my second competition po. Ang first ko po is yung World Championships of Performing Arts.
Ooh, okay.
2018 po. And after that po, The Voice Teens naman po, 2019 to 2020 po. And ayun po, naging part po ako ng Team Apple and first ever TV competition ko naman po yung The Voice Teens po.
Grabe, fantastic. So, I just want to clarify, because you're 20 now. How old were you when you started sa The Voice Teens?
The Voice Teens po, I was 14 years old.
Grabe, 14
Grabe,
years old going out
14.
there. So, you had stage fright before. Paano
Yes
mo
po, even The
na-overcome?
Voice Teens
Even The
era
Voice
po.
Teens?
Yes po.
So, how did you
Talaga.
overcome that? Did it happen during The Voice Teens? Sino nagbigay ng kumpiyansa?
Na-realize ko na lang po, parang eventually po, nawala na po yung kaba.
Okay.
And, ayun po, parang fake it till you make it.
You know what?
Okay.
That works.
Yeah.
Yes po.
Every time. Yeah. Pero, di ba, anong feeling mo when you were there, 14-year-old Hakki, tapos nag-turn yung chairs nila, Apple the App, ni Leia, ni
Sarah.
Sarah.
Except
diba?
for
And then
Bamboo. Awayan natin si
eventually-
Bamboo today.
Oo nga, Bamboo.
Bamboo, ano ba?
Bakit hindi mo tinur yung chair mo? But anyway, and then eventually you picked, of course, Coach Apple the App, di ba? Ano yung, can you describe yung feeling mo nung nagtuturn yung chairs nila? Siyempre, di ba, for a young girl with a big dream, iba yung feeling nung moment na yun eh.
Yes po. First po na nag-turn si Coach Apple po, and then Coach Sarah and Leia po. So, parang that time po na umikot si Coach Apple, parang okay na po ako kahit isa lang basta po makapasok. Pero thankfully po, 3 po sila na umikot. And the reason naman po why I chose Coach Apple as my coach po, aside from una nga po silang nag-turn, is parang na-feel ko lang po talaga sa gut feeling ko na si Coach Apple yung mag-guide sa akin. And naisip ko po that time na magagaling lahat ng contestants po magagaling. So parang gusto ko po kung sino yung unang naniwala sa akin.
Tama
Which is
naman.
si Coach Apple po.
Yes.
Siya po yung pipiliin ko.
Grabe si-
And I have no regrets po. Coach Apple is a really good guy. And until now po, he's still very accommodating po sa aming Team Apple po.
Talaga?
Yes po.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's nice kasi parang rinapay niya yung trust ni Coach Apple, na yung tiwala niya sa'yo, diba? So,
Yes po.
it's so interesting because, syempre, I'm actually interested in yung audition song mo rin, House of the Rising Sun.
Yes po.
Right? Because it's a bit older than, I think kung kinumbay natin yung age natin, wala para sa original version ng House of the Rising Sun. I think it's a song made in the 60s in particular. Do you remember it, Baba, yung House of the Rising Sun?
Yes po.
Could you give us a few lines of that?
Okay po.
Okay, let's go.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy.
Sorry, kailangan ko mag-turn. Kailangan ko mag-turn para doon. My gosh!
Wow!
Hanggang ngayon.
But you know what? That is a classic folk rock song, 'di ba? And
Yeah.
usually, yung mga audition pieces na pinipili ng mga contestants,
Mga 14-year-old.
mga 14-year-old lalo, yung mga famous pop songs.
Yes po.
Right? Why this particular track?
This song po, inaral ko po siya dahil sa voice lessons ko po. So, it's
Okay.
a song given by my coach po. And guided din naman niya po ako when I joined the voice team. So,
Okay.
sabi niya po, I can see potential sa song na to. So, I want you to audition this song. Parang, ako naman po na hindi ko po alam yung song na yun. Inaral ko po siya. And, thankfully, na-embody ko naman po yung song. So,
And you
ayun po.
embodied it
Kasi-
so well.
Thank you po.
Di naman nag-turn si Paolo kahit na...
Kahit imposible i-turn yung chair na to. Ang hirap kaya. Sumakit yung tuhod ko nun.
Walang gulong yung chair namin.
Thank you.
Sinubukan ko talaga, grabe.
But that was amazing.
Oo.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. So from the demo song, or rather from the audition song, of course, I want to talk a bit about how your career's developed. Because, it's been quite some time since The Voice Teens. That right now, you are the front act of Kitchie Nadal. And if I'm not mistaken, nag-react siya sa cover mo ng Same Ground. And
Yes
of course,
po.
paano yung nagsimula yung relationship niyo with Kitchie?
I was just scrolling through TikTok po and I saw this post po ni Miss Kitchie Nadal. And since very fan din po ako ni Miss Kitchie Nadal,
Yeah.
and ever since bata pa po ako, puro Kitchie Nadal medley sa karaoke.
Of course.
And nakita ko po yung post nila na duet me, sing with me, ganun
I
po.
saw that.
Yes
Yeah.
po, that video po.
Okay.
And I just dueted it for fun po and nagparinig na lang po ako, baka naman, mga
Oo.
ganun po. And nakita ko po, biglang nag-react po si Miss Kitchie and hindi ko po
duet.
ini-expect talagang super saya ko po as a fangirl and sabi po,
To Miss Kitchie reacting
nag-email
to the
po.
duet.
Ayan.
Ayan, we saw there. We're showing it on screen.
Yes
Tapos sabi mo,
po.
sana mag-tickets to the...
So,
I saw
nag-email
that.
po
Okay.
sila and I thought, meron po akong free tickets. I was so happy. Pero sabi po, mag-front act ako. Kaya, grabe po, super overwhelmed po ako that time.
Do you feel like that was a full circle moment?
Yes
Starting
po.
from just a TikTok duet?
Yes po, it was such a dream po.
Yeah, I hate to sound like a tito. Pero
Alam mo, wala taying choice.
Wala
Talagang
tayong
tito-tito
choice.
tayo in
No.
front of in front of Hakki.
I mean, she is 12. Sorry, 20. We need to kind of hear some lines from Same Ground again. Again, this is the song that
Yeah.
connected you with Miss Kitchie. If we could hear a few lines from that, if you don't mind.
The song po na kinanta ko sa concert po, or song ni Miss Kitchie
Song ni
po.
Miss Kitchie.
Song ni Miss Kitchie.
Yeah.
Wag mong sasabihin na hindi mo nadama itong pag-ibig kong handang ibigay kahit pagkalayan mo. Ay,
Wow.
I wish I could really turn around again. I don't have that chair that turns.
I wish we could just let her sing until the end of this segment,
pwede
no?
na yan
Ano
eh.
na lang hanggang sa...
parang hulog-hulog.
Hulog-hulog na lang. Oo.
Parang jukebox.
Oh my gosh.
Tito-tito naman tayo, di ba? So parang jukebox. So
Oo.
just drop in coins. But
Is she the biggest, right at the moment at the very least, siya ba yung masasabi mong mentor mo ngayon in terms of your career? Or are there other artists who have reached out or you've worked with na talagang naging example para sa'yo in terms of moving forward?
Miss Kitchie Nadal po is one of them po. Marami pong nag-inspire sa akin, especially sa OPM po. Casey Tandingan, Miss Janine Tanyoso, Sarah G, and yung mga P-pop groups po, they inspire me a lot. And yung mga OPM bands po.
so nag-post ka na on TikTok of you singing duet with Kitchie Nadal. Sinong next na gusto mong i-try lang? I-duet
I-collab.
lang natin
No,
sa
i-collab
TikTok.
with in the future.
My long-time idol po, Miss Janine Tanyoso po.
Janine
Really?
Yes
Tanyoso.
What about her inspires you?
It's her character po when she sings. There's this parang unique quality about her po na when she sings, she tells a story po. And nafe-feel ko po talaga na she sings from her heart po.
Yeah. Actually, and I wanna touch on that kasi when I hear you sing, talagang you feel it eh. And
Thank you po.
when you talk about feeling it as a 20-year-old, diba, how do you dive deep into yung mga songs mo, yung song choices mo? Kasi, syempre, it's one thing to sound nice, pero it's
Yes,
another thing to go out and feel it and let yung audience mo feel it as well.
Since I am a 20-year-old po without any experience sa love or whatever, especially my parents are watching.
Oo! Hi, Tito!
po,
Hi, Tita!
Tito and Tita. Ay, but is here dad? Oh, hello po.
Yes,
Ayan, no, nanonood.
So, let's pretend he's not here.
Okay. Kaya safe answers ngayon si Hakki. Eh.
Anyways po, honestly po, wala po talaga akong ganun. Pero, syempre po, teenage, ganun, teenage love, whatever. I get my emotions po from the song itself. Kasi po, I have this parang routine na before I sing po. I put myself in the character's shoes na what would I feel if I was that character singing po. And of course, I get inspirations po sa mga experiences ng friends ko or ng other people. And dun ko po ini-immerse yung sarili ko sa emotions na nafe-feel nila. And I try to, ayun din po, embody yung emotion ng kanta po.
So we just showed your dad on TV,
yeah.
by the way. Happy with your answer na tungkol sa pag-ibig.
Daddy naman she gets naman daw from stories from her friends.
Kakahinga po.
Naka-outsource yung emosyon.
But you know what, kanina you mentioned nga the local artist that you want to collaborate with. Let's just tell her that the show is manifesting show.
May magic yung show na to.
Oo, may magic tong show na to.
Malakas yung prayers namin.
Yes. Pag nag-guest on our show, tapos nag-manifest on our show, more often than not, nagiging totoo.
Or nananalo sa
Sana
pageant.
Or nananalo sa pageant. Yeah, kasi, di ba, we started with Abby?
Yeah, Abby Marquez.
Abby Marquez.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yes, she manifested na
opo.
makokolab niya si Gordon Ramsay, and it actually happened.
Tapos lahat ng mga beauty queen na pumunta dito, nanalo.
Nanalo. Hindi lang beauty queen,
Oo.
ha? Even
Master of
the
the World,
male pageant.
Yung recent natin,
Oo.
si yung royalty, si Prince.
Si Prince.
Ng Masters of the World.
Diba?
He-man na siya. So, hindi niya gets yan. She's 20.
Hindi yata niya kilala si He-Man.
Oo. So, tanda na natin. Alright.
But anyway, so minanifest natin si Janine,
Janine
right?
Cañas po.
How about international? Sinong gusto mo makakolab?
Whew, ang hirap po. Siguro po si Adele.
Adele. Wow.
Yes, po,
Wow,
Miss
that is a
Adele.
good choice.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng choice yan. I love that.
You
Okay.
know, she might watch this segment.
She
Somehow,
might?
makita lang niya sa YouTube, di ba, si Adele, and then she sees you wanting to collab with her. Malay mo.
Patag na lang si Adele.
Oo. And then when that
Alright.
happens, balik ka dito ha and tell us about it.
No, that's so interesting though na si Adele because that I think similar, I guess, yung pagka-story. I think you like yung storytelling niya. No?
Yes po.
Oh, very emotional.
And yung texture po ng voice niya.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's such a
yeah.
good choice. All right, so let's talk a bit more about your family. I know it's still based in Pangasinan, if I'm not mistaken, and very supportive sila. In fact, one of them's here.
Yes po.
Oh, can you tell us a bit about yung support for you? They've invested in your singing career since you were 7, if I'm not
Yes
mistaken.
po.
You're 20 right now. You're past literally a decade of support.
Yes
So,
po.
kamusta naman until now how they support your career?
My parents po and my family, my whole family po, they're very supportive of me po. Kasi yung singing naman po and yung voice lessons hindi naman po nagmula sa akin. Galing po siya sa parents ko na in-enroll po nila ako sa voice lessons. They wanted to enhance po and improve my singing po. So, ever since bata pa po ako, they have been really supportive sa akin, and they would drive me to places po, competitions and trainings. Every weekends po yan, meron akong trainings. Hatid sundo po ako ni Papa. And si Mommy naman po, hairstylist ko every event.
Wow!
Yes po.
that is
And
so
syempre yung mga
nice.
tita ko po na laging kasama ko rin po na nakasupport. So, I'm actually really thankful to God po. I have a very loving and supporting family po.
Your
And
daddy was on screen there just right now.
Hi, Tito. Hello
Oh,
po.
hello.
Kung tito pa, baka age lang natin yung daddy niya. No? Sandali lang.
But of course, hindi lang yan. Can I
Hi,
just say,
Daddy.
not a lot of parents would go on TikTok for their
I
kids.
know! Speaking of support, na-distract na ako. Parang, uy, grabe si mommy and daddy talagang TikTok sila.
A hard question. Yung singing, where did you get it from? Mommy or daddy?
Both po.
Oh, yun.
Both,
Ah!
yeah.
Si daddy natawa.
Hindi, kinabahan si daddy kasi baka pag-samplein natin daw
Oo, siya rin.
Yeah.
Siya yung susunod.
Baka abutan siya ng mic bigla.
Mag-a-Adele daw siya.
But it's nice to have, that support from your family. And as we can see nga, nagti-TikTok pa sila with you.
Yes,
You know what, speaking of which, when you look at yung look and energy mo, plus some of your TikTok posts also, parang meron kang K-pop vibe eh.
Yeah.
Right? Is this a direction that you want to pursue, yes? Or yung parang solo balladeer?
Gusto ko pong i-pursue is P-pop po.
P-pop, okay.
P-pop po.
Okay.
And I love P-pop now kasi it's finding its own identity.
Yes.
Diba? So when you take a look at yung how P-pop has developed so far, kasi yung at least what we've heard from you recently, it feels very it speaks to me kasi feeling ko old school in a good way, very kitschy,
Yes
very 2000s in a way. Pero yung direction mo going towards P-pop as well, how do you put that all together?
One inspiration ko po is si IU. Since
IU,
she's a
okay.
solo K-pop artist po. And when P-pop naman po, it doesn't only mean like dancing, ganun po, or like parang K-pop yung alam ng mga tao na song. So, and I'm actually open to a lot of genres po, exploring genres and styles po. So, ayun po, I'm really excited to see what's next for me sa music career po.
What genre are you experimenting with right now? We're both asking for a sample
Yes, po.
naman, okay lang, but
Pwede na namang may sample.
pwede naman kung gusto
Yeah.
mo. Like, but what is the next genre that you feel that you're going to dip your toes into?
I feel like since versatile naman po ako, I can say I'm versatile naman po. Pero yung gusto po ng heart ko talaga is pop talaga po.
Pop that.
Pop. Okay.
Okay. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yes
And then a
po.
perfect pass to sing with Adele, di ba? That genre. But, you know, I have a question. Do you still go to school?
Patapos na po. I'm
Patapos
actually
na.
graduating next year po.
Oo, kasi
Wow.
when we have young guests on the show, my question is always, paano mo nababalance yung time, no? Kasi it's really hard. You know,
Yes po.
school nga now, especially now, is very demanding. Yung mga requirements in school, both high school and college. So,
Yes po.
how do you balance your time, you know, maintaining this career, and then, of course, your school life, and syempre, bata ka pa, you also go out with your friends, di ba? May social life ka. How do you balance everything?
Actually po, when I was in first year college po, my course was BS Pharmacy po.
Okay.
And nagkataon po na that was also the time that I was very busy po with doing concerts, events, ganyan po.
Oh.
So, fully supported naman po ng parents ko na mag-shift ako ng course.
Yeah.
So, after the first year po ng BS Pharmacy, nag-shift po ako to culinary and dun ko po napagsasabay na yung singing and yung studying po.
Okay,
So, recently lang po kakatapos ko lang po mag-OJT. So, next year po, waiting na lang po talaga for graduation.
Wow,
Yay,
congratulations.
Thank you
At
so
on
much.
time.
Yes.
Yeah. So you will now be the singing chef. Diba? Singing chef na siya.
Restaurant yun.
Wala na nun.
Wala na.
Ayan na tayo.
Yung age natin lumalabas.
We're dating ourselves.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you're too young for that.
Hindi niya alam yun. Baka si daddy alam.
Oh my gosh, yeah, alam nga ni Daddy. No, but that's so interesting kasi it also speaks about yung priorities mo. Not a lot of
Yes
people
po.
can actually graduate. The reason why I ask if you graduated on time kasi hindi naman ako singer-songwriter tapos 6 years ako sa college eh. But you, in particular,
Oh.
no, I know. Why you look at me like that?
Because you had so many courses.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh.
pero Hakki, when we take a look at yung time management mo, yung balancing mo, how did you actually manage to do that? Because I'm sure there are a lot of young people now watching, and more importantly, parents of young people watching
Yeah.
that have dreams to actually pursue performing arts or similar path as you. So, ano yung mensahe mo to those who siguro struggle with yung aspect na yun?
Siguro po, since na-experience ko na rin po, know your priorities po. Yun yung masasabi ko po. And lagi rin po sinasabi ng parents ko sa akin. And ayun nga po, since passion ko po talaga is singing, I focused on my singing career po. Pero kung kaya naman po isabay yung studying, why not po? And yung other course ko naman po, which is pharmacy, since my mom is a pharmacist po. Yung studying naman po kayang maghintay kahit ilang taon ka na. Pero po yung opportunities while we're young, lalo po if passion mo yung singing, ganyan po, yun naman po yung advice sa akin ng parents ko na mas mabuti na mag-focus po ako sa kung ano po yung what my heart actually wants po. And ayun po, they're very supportive sa kahit anong gusto ko po.
Oh, I love your parents.
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi not all parents are like that. They would want their kids to pursue muna education and
Yes
then set
po.
aside muna yung mga, diba, itong mga singing and
Yeah.
the
So
career and everything.
what I enjoy about hearing that story is that, Tita, I hope you agree, is that even if there's a pursuit of education, there's also the understanding na it doesn't stop you from doing what you love.
Yeah.
Yes.
Importante din yun. So, of course,
And letting you follow your heart, diba?
may question ako dito na actually pang slam book siya.
Slam book, okay, go.
Hindi niya nabot yung slam book, pero mga gets niya to. Alright? In 5 years, where do you see yourself?
In 5 years po, of course, with God's help, I see myself performing on bigger stages po.
With
And-
Adele.
With Adele.
Sell out
And-
natin yung market.
Oo,
Oh,
diba?
Kaya yan. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yun po, performing and just singing my heart out, singing my soul out. And kasi po, that's what I really love doing, performing and singing for the people. And I want to inspire people to sing. And I want them to feel seen and heard po through my voice and through my songs.
So what's next for you now? You've just released your first single.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you po.
That was last September 19, if I'm
Yes
not
po.
mistaken, right? So what's next for you, and where can your fans listen to your songs?
I think abangan na lang po nila sa social medias ko yung
Okay.
mga next journey ko po dito sa singing. And of course, I will be releasing some songs din po next soon. Very, very soon.
Okay.
Yes po. And sa lahat po ng nanonood, please follow me po on my social media accounts. That's HAKKI po. And stream Aaminin. Thank you po.
HAKKI. Spelled as may Hakki Patricio din, _ tama ba?
I think that's
Yes
your
po.
last name, yes.
Yeah,
Happy
just
Patricia.
IG and
IG
TikTok.
po.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Oh, that's fantastic. We enjoyed having you so much here. But before we let you go, we always end our show or our interviews here with a fun question that Anne loves to share.
Our show is called Beautiful Day. So Hakki, what makes your day beautiful?
What makes my day beautiful po? I think it's the little things that I appreciate, like the breeze, the morning breeze, fresh cup of coffee. So I think that's what makes my day beautiful po. And of course, this show.
Aw,
Yes.
thank
There you
you so
go.
much. We loved having you here. Thank you
you so much.
I like how she's 20 and a fresh cup of coffee.
Oo
So
nga
it's
eh. I
nice.
was gonna say.
That's it's universal. Ladies and gentlemen, Hakki Patricio, maraming salamat. We're
Thank you
so
po.
happy you came on over and shared your music with us. All right, so we're going to move on here because when we return, let's take a look at the global weather after the break.
Plus, our horoscope of the day with Master Hans Kua. So don't go away. Beautiful day. We'll be right back.
Hello, welcome back to Beautiful Day. This is Weather HQ. Let's take a look at some of the local weather, in especially Tropical Storm Salome. Now, the center of Tropical Storm Salome was last located over the coastal waters of Sabtang in Batanes. Now, this packs around 65 kilometers per hour and gusts of up to 90 kilometers per hour. Now, it is moving southwestward at 20 kilometers per hour. Now, the tropical cyclone wind signal remains in effect over the extreme northern Luzon. Signal number 2 is up over in the Batanes region, while signal number 1 is hoisted over the western Babuyan Islands and northwestern Ilocos Norte. Residents in these areas are urged to take extra precaution against strong winds and heavy rain. Now, moving on, because Salome is now moving close to Batanes and is expected to track southwestward under the influence of a high-pressure area over mainland China right over here. Now, it may pass near over the Babuyan Islands this morning and Ilocos Norte by noon or late afternoon. Now, the storm is forecast to weaken into a tropical depression within the next 12 hours and could become a remnant low by tomorrow. Now, shifting views to the global weather, carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere have reached their highest point in history. This according to a new report from the World Meteorological Organization, or WMO. Between 2023 and 2024, CO2 concentrations rose by 3.5 parts per million, the largest annual increase since records began in 1957. The surge, driven by fossil fuel use and widespread wildfires in South America, comes ahead of next month's UN Climate Change Conference in Brazil. The report also noted record highs in methane and nitrous oxide levels. WMO experts warn that the planet's natural carbon sinks, forests, land, and oceans are losing their ability to absorb emissions. In the Amazon, rising temperatures and drought linked to El Niño have further weakened the region's role as a global carbon absorber. Now, plant lovers in Maracaibo, Venezuela are fighting desertification by turning their city into a garden. Members of the Red de Viveristas, voluntarios, gather twice a week to plant saplings and collect seeds to grow hundreds of new trees. Libichni Rivero keeps 38 species in her seed bank, while Julio Ramirez cultivates about 30 at home, inspired by a mesquite that he planted at a bus stop now called the Green Stop. On planting days, volunteers use coconut shells, compost, and leaf litter to help saplings survive the heat. Well, that's nice news to end our weather segment here. That is it for Weather HQ at the moment. And I hope you enjoyed that. Back to you.
Yes, very much. Thank you, Pao. It's time for us to find out what the stars have in store for us today. Let's hear it from our resident energizer and feng shui master, Hans Kua, in our horoscope of the day. Take it away, Master Hans.
Good morning! Beautiful day with me, Bilyonaryo Master Hans Kua. Ito ang ating horoscope for Thursday, October 23. Para sa pinanganak ng Year of the Rat, may dagdag kita mula sa galing sa mga diskarte, ituloy ang tiyaga at sipag. Red at 1. Kay Oxo man tayo, huwag pabayaan ang pananakit ng balikat. Maganda ang warm compress. Mag-stretch din tayo. White at 3. Kay Tiger naman tayo, bawasan ang multitasking. Mas productive ka kapag magpo-focus at tatapusin ang trabaho. Yellow at 6. Kay Rabbit naman tayo, bawasan ang acidic na inumin. Gumamit ng honey sa tsaa. Blue at 4. Kay Dragon naman tayo, may bumabalik na alaala memories na nagpapabigat ng emosyon damdamin mo. Hayaan mong lumipas ito ng peaceful o payapa. Purple at 7. Kay Snake naman tayo, may kikitain ka mula sa dating pinuhunan. Abangan ang message na to. Gray at 9. Ito naman, Care of the Horsey, maayos ang katawan pero alagaan ang throat area. Mainit na tubig ang katapat niyan. Gold at 5. Kay Sheep naman tayo, may gustong umamin na ng nararamdaman niya. Baka hindi mo lang napapansin. Green at 2. Kay Monkey naman tayo, may swerte. Matitipid ito o makukuha ito dahil sa kaibigan. Return the favor soon. Brown at 6. Kay Year of the Rooster naman, makakabuo ka ng breakthrough na idea. I-note agad ito. Violet at 4. Sa Year of the Dog naman tayo, bantayan ang allergic reaction, lalo na sa pagkain. White at 7. Kay Year of the Pig naman tayo, maging thoughtful. Kay partner, huwag baliwalain. I-acknowledge. Pink at 8. Paalala lang ha, ito po'y patnubay lamang. Ang tunay na swerte ay nagsisimula sa pagiging totoo. Abangan araw-araw ang horoscope of the day. Dito lang po sa Beautiful Day with me, Master Hans Kua.
Thank you, as always, Master Hans Kua. So, ang horoscope ko daw, meron akong secret admirer. Wow, thank you.
Actually, I only heard half of it yung sa akin.
Oh.
Sabi kasi ni Master Hans, maayos daw yung katawan ko eh. after that, hindi ko na alam ano sinabi niya.
When he paid you that compliment, paano yung katawan
okay
mo?
Na ako. Okay na ako.
Sarado na everything.
Okay, sige, Master Hans, okay na.
Ako sana yung secret admirer ko, merong pa-budget insertion.
Budget insertion.
Yeah, gusto ko yan, budget insertions.
Yeah, admiring the work para may insertions for all of us.
Yeah.
Diba?
For all of us, wag ka makisali.
Hindi, I was thinking
Sa
about
akin lang yung
everyone
budget
here.
insertion.
Christmas season na.
Budget insertion sa akin para mabilang kita ng magandang gift.
Hindi, budget insertion sa atin.
Sa atin.
Diba?
Sige na nga, sali mo na nga lagi
In
sarili
other words,
mo.
sponsors, hello. Come on over. Come, let's join us.
Yeah, so lalo na yung What's the Tea segment natin, diba? Hinahanapan natin ng
Ng tsaa.
Arizona
Tsaa sponsor.
tea. So speaking of Arizona, Miss Paul is watching us on Facebook. Hi, Miss Paul.
I am Miss Paul, coming from Arizona.
Arizona, USA,
Arizona,
not in Bulacan.
USA.
Yeah. And also, John Eric Atienza says, good morning, Ma'am Ann and Sir Paolo. I'm always watching Beautiful Day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
you.
And John Victor is always watching on TV, YouTube, Blast TV, and tuned in to Mellow 94.7 BFM.
I'm such a fan of him. I know he's a fan of us, but I'm a fan of him. Kasi grabe, lahat.
We're more a fan of you.
Oo.
Because I can just imagine how many TV screens you have at home.
Oo.
Diba?
Tapos,
Naka-monitor.
Nakailang transistor radio din siguro.
Yeah.
Oo.
Ay, baka ano siya, baka ang work niya yung sa CCTV.
Pala
yung
NTRCB siya, no?
inspector.
Siya yung nag-monitor sa atin. So,
Kaya naman pala. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us on Facebook and on YouTube. Our comment sections are still open if you have questions for our guest. Because coming up, we got a 34-year-old former beauty queen, now entrepreneur and DJ. She comes to the studio for love hacks. And her question, how to start over again after a long-term relationship that ended. Renee Soraya and dating coach V join us later after the break. Beautiful day. We'll be right back.
I joined the Army 6 years ago at maraming mga kwento doon pala na dapat sabihin, dapat ikwento. Maraming stories of our unsung heroes, kumbaga. But I think our daily stories that what people need to know, just adding value to our country with the stories we say, giving credible stories, kumbaga, and really telling the people what's happening and what's going to happen and inspiring the people with positive foresight. Hi everyone, my name is Mateo Riccelli. I'll be joining Agenda this coming October 27, every Mondays and Wednesdays.
Beyond sports. Beyond lifestyle. Learn the strategies and champion mindset of winners, movers, and shakers.
I like pressure too. This is Charles 2, here to bring you Beyond the Game.
Beyond the game. Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Hi there, welcome back to Beautiful Day. Starting over again. That is the story of our guest today, who asks dating coach V, what is life after love? Former beauty queen and now DJ Renee Soraya tells us about her story on Love Hacks.
Love hacks, we got you. No need to be sad.
Beautiful day, ladies. Renee and Coach V, hello.
Beautiful day, Ann and Paul. Welcome, Renee, to the show.
Here. Welcome, Renee. Syempre, first and foremost, we gotta know more about the beautiful Renee over here. So you used to be a beauty queen, but once a beauty queen, always a beauty queen.
Beauty queen? Yes.
for sure. I mean, like your time, I believe, at Binibining Pilipinas, you actually, you said it was 10 years ago. I don't
10
believe
years.
that because you seem fresh out of
Yeah,
the
the
beauty queen
fashion.
scene.
Oh.
Oo.
It's the Pinoy genes.
Yeah.
And then you DJ at night, yes?
I do, yes.
Okay.
All right, so you're here with a question that Coach V would love to answer, and at the same time, she brought it towards us as well, and we were so interested. So we'll let you ask it. We'll let you explain the background of why you're asking this as well. All right,
Yeah.
so go ahead.
So I just got out of a relationship 1 year ago, almost 1.5 years ago. And I'm almost in my mid-30s now. Long-term relationship. How do you start over? So many years have passed, and how do you start over? Where do I start? How about the dating scene? Diba? So many questions.
Okay, so we'll
Long-term
dive deep into it first before we let Coach V answer. I hope that's okay. So Renee, let's start off. How long was this relationship?
Good.
Almost 8.5 years.
8.5
That's a good chunk of my adult life.
No, yeah, I agree.
yeah.
So 8.5, and was the ending mutual or was it not so?
Amicable naman.
Oo.
But when you date with the intention of marrying, it's always so sad, diba? But human beings are so complex. And,
That's true.
Things don't always go as planned. And now that I'm much older and wiser, I don't think the same. I'm not the same person 8-10 years ago.
Yeah.
So how do I start? I don't even know how to regain my individuality. Things like that.
Yeah. All right. And you have any other?
Was your partner Filipino?
He's Phil-Am.
Phil-Am.
Okay.
Okay.
Sige. All right. Coach V, I'm
Area
sure you
of
have
expertise
thoughts.
niya.
Area of expertise to ni
Coach
Coach
V.
V.
Phil-Am Okay.
Basta intercultural.
Yeah.
Ganyan si Coach V.
Intercultural.
Oo.
But I really feel for Renee because just like her, like during my 20s also, I was like in a relationship most of my life, and then I hit 30 and that's where I lost that relationship. That's about your also, no?
Similar.
Yeah.
So imagine if you really think about it, it's a little bit sad at the beginning because most of your 20s is gone. And people would tell us that ano yung peak ng mga ladies? 20s.
Pag lagpas mo ng 30s.
Diba? So it's really depressing if you hear that. But, my loves, the good news is, just like what we've talked about in the previous episode of Love Hacks, is it's not about the age, it's about the vibe. Yes.
Alright,
So,
noted.
what does that mean? So we've working with singles for more than 10 years, we've found that men will go for somebody not necessarily younger, but someone who is still playful, someone emotionally available, someone who is not bitter. Because what happens is when we get older, we sometimes carry a lot of baggage, and yun yung ayaw ng mga lalaki. Yung parang sobrang dilim na ng vibe mo because of all the past hurts that you've had.
Yes, I agree.
So siguro my question is like how you are when you go on dates. Are you still this woman who is playful just like when we were in high school, di ba? Feminine, or are you this woman who is parang pununan, like very guarded already because of what happened to you in your past relationship?
Yeah, I don't want to be that kind of person. You know.
So how are you
I
when
don't want
you're
to be a
dating
bitter
right now?
person. I'm open.
Okay.
I'm very open. I'm hopeful. I'm very wary of a lot of people in their 30s and 40s tend to date a little bit with trust issues.
Yeah.
Guards are up. I don't want to be this person. I don't want to be a bitter person. I'm
Yeah.
very hopeful and open naman.
So I just
Matagal
want
na ba since the breakup?
1.5 years.
1.5 years.
1.5
yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually want to ask here about whether or not if you can do a self-assessment for us.
Self-assessment.
Whether or not you feel na may baggage pa rin that you're carrying. Or do you felt like, okay, you're ready to move on, or maybe it's still a bit there?
I think it will always, a special part of that will always be in your heart, but I wouldn't call it baggage.
Okay.
It's good to learn the lessons that came along that relationship. But yeah, always good to assess, no?
Yeah.
But bitterness and baggage are negative words.
Yes, I
I
understand.
guess just awareness is the right.
So 1 year and a half since the breakup, have you started dating casually after that, or?
I dipped my toes
once in a while.
Okay.
Actually, once pa lang, I dipped my toes
Really?
once.
Just
Kasi,
once? Okay.
I'm trying to focus more on myself, building myself again, rebuilding myself again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I dipped my toes into dating, and I think I will kind of take it slow. Pero sabi nila, bilisan mo, wala ka na oras, and then take it slow. So, yun yung mga bagay, di ba?
But I'm curious because you want to know where to begin again.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if you're still in touch with the guy? Is he
Have you
still
cut
in your
things
life?
off?
Or
Civil kami.
you don't see?
Civil.
Okay.
Civil naman.
Kasi
Okay naman, civil naman kami.
parang I feel like it's hard kasi to move on when his presence is still there.
Oh, yeah, it's
in
so
your
hard.
life.
Yeah, definitely.
Diba? We've talked about this several times on the show, diba, Coach V? Na parang
Absolutely.
when your ex is still in the picture,
Yes.
kahit na you're not together anymore, parang it's hard to
so
move
hard.
forward.
Yes,
diba?
because that's still energy going to your ex instead of investing it to somebody new, diba? But I think what's also happening with Renee is like she is also very wary because she wants to date with an intention of marriage. She doesn't
Yes.
want to play around, no?
Yeah.
And it doesn't help to hear people saying na, oh, why are you taking your time? You're already 30 plus, diba? You have to hurry. So those narratives, yun yung nakaka-pressure. my
Nakaka-pressure
loves.
talaga.
Is it? Okay. So, like right now, when you hear those statement, especially if you're coming out of the relationship, then you sometimes think na maybe I should just go for anyone. But, diba?
don't.
Diba?
Nagmamadali, you're rushing.
Nagmamadali, yeah.
Pwede na to, okay na to. Basta
Right?
may kasama sa buhay.
Correct.
Oh no, don't settle.
All right.
Ayaw, yeah.
Don't settle talaga.
It reminds me of a point that Coach V made in the past that looking for a partner is a conscious choice, and it requires investment of time and effort. You actually had a percentage for it, if I'm not mistaken, Coach V. Sa self-care and actually
Yes.
working for the right partner. Is that the direction you would suggest to our friend? To
Yes.
try and find that particular relationship that would suit what she's looking for, and at the same time na tamang partner.
Right. So first, before I answer that question, I'd like to just share that you see in dating, even a beautiful person still gets experience a hard time because it's just really the dating landscape nowadays.
Yeah, I understand.
So whether you're a beauty queen or you're a regular human being, sometimes love is a little bit tricky, no?
Yeah.
But for friend right here, Renee, like what I would highly recommend is not to like be scared of like dipping her toes again. Sabi nga niya, 'di ba? You dipped your toes once. But eventually, like once you become, because I believe in practice again. She's been in a relationship for 8 years. That means not dating for almost most of your years, no?
Yeah, most of
So my
adult
loves,
years.
just think about once you meet your somebody, you cannot play and you cannot get to know people already. So this is the perfect opportunity for you to get to know as much people as you can and then decide at the end. And when I say at the end, it really depends on you. Don't let other people decide na the end means 35 kasi kailangan mo pang magkaanak. Like, the end means maybe you've already met somebody that I'm done getting to know people, I'm done playing, this is my person. So really, numbers game. That's
Numbers
one of
game.
the yes.
How does that make you
Sounds
feel?
exhausting.
Sounds exhausting.
Sounds exhausting.
How does that? Well, she
Totoo.
says it sounds exhausting. So is it, or is it something? How would you approach people who say that?
So the way that we approach it in our coaching, when somebody says it sounds exhausting, it's because you're thinking of it as a work. But if you think of it as a source of, oh, I get to know a new person, that means pwede ko siyang maging boyfriend, maging business partner, pwede kong ma-refer sa iba kong single friends. So really that mindset na I don't have to pressure myself to like this person. I could refer this person, I could have this as a friend. So date, although I know that you want to date to marry, but like date to
Ideally.
really just find the qualities of the person that you want to be with in the future.
Wow, I like that.
Great advice, Coachy.
So I have a question.
Go lang.
Naman ako,
Go ahead.
diba?
No, I mean, can I just say her advice basically also says that baka magiging matchmaker ka rin.
Maging magaling na ako sa...
So referrals.
Okay,
Yes.
so we advise her to, meet, this is a perfect chance to meet a lot of people.
Yeah,
and
not to
then,
be overly careful.
Yeah,
just
at the end, choose the one that you really want to spend your life with, diba? But also there is this scenario na she has been with one person for
All her.
8 years, and that is a long time, of you not being alone, you not making your own personal choice na ikaw lang yung iniisip mo, 'di ba? So pwede din ba na she does not intentionally look for new dates but more work on herself first and enjoy this time finally
time.
of just being
single.
Back into myself,
and,
yeah.
Diba? Kasi parang 8
That's
years,
what I'm doing.
That's a long time, diba?
Yeah.
Long time.
That's true. I think tama, no? That's what
That's
you're
what I'm doing,
already
yeah.
doing. But again, just like what we've mentioned in the previous love hacks, you don't have to stop dating just because you're working on yourself. It could go side by side, especially if you have goals in life such as I want to have kids and I want to have when do you want to have a family?
Well, I don't want to say it. I'm nearing my 30s. I'm nearing my mid-30s.
Yes.
And ideally, childbearing years are limited. And if you want at least 2 kids before 40,
Yeah. So yan yung ideal mo, 2
kailangan
kids.
medyo, well, this is society's idea.
Yeah, what's your idea?
What's your idea, my love?
Well, it would be nice to have 2 children before 40s.
Okay.
That's the number. This is the
Yeah.
picture, right?
All right.
Okay.
So, ibig sabihin, kailangan ko na medyo mag-rush.
You don't necessarily have to rush when you have the money for freezing of eggs.
That's also true.
That's an
Yeah,
option.
that is an option.
Yes,
Yeah.
because the worst thing that could happen is, like, based on research, women who panic and get married or have babies with baby daddies regrets their divorce twice as those who didn't panic, and increases their annulment and divorce rate by 2 times.
Kasi
So-
parang if you panic, you tend to settle.
And you
Yeah.
So
tend
kung
to
sino na lang yung dumating,
Correct.
yun na.
and
You love
tend-
the baby but not the partner.
Yes, you tend to find somebody just to have a baby with, and not somebody to really have a life partner.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yun ang nakakatakot. But it's very also interesting. Di ba, Renee, there are studies that show that sometimes some of the most beautiful women, they're also the loneliest. You know why?
I've
They're
read that study. Yeah.
successful?
Huh?
Because they're successful and
They
they're
have
intimidating?
higher standards.
Because they're so beautiful, people are scared to even
Intimidated.
approach
Told you,
them.
intimidated.
Intimidated, yeah.
Yes, and this is a real thing. This is
This is
really
a real
happening.
thing.
So, there are a lot of stigmas na, maganda ka naman, like madali
Oh,
lang.
madali lang yan.
But tell us about your experience about, like,
Oh my God,
dating, get to
everyone
know
says
people.
that. Everyone says that you can have whoever you'd like, but that's not the case. And people are more, I think men are very choosy, and we all know that men would favor women in their 20s. So these are the things also. So it's not just she's pretty, but sometimes men would go for the more average.
Yes, totoo yun. Because men, although during playtime years, they want, of course, somebody younger, but then they're looking for, like, wife material. Wife material means, sino ba yung peaceful na babae? Sino ba yung agreeable na babae?
Agreeableness.
Diba? Sino ba yung supportive na babae? And you know what, love? We're talking about the preferences of men. But I know your standards increased as well, because now that you're 30s, marami ding lalaking hindi nakakapasa sa'yo. O, diba?
Yeah, that's the thing, no? I think we have to kind of set realistic expectations. Standards. Hindi masyado mataas.
Actually, that's a good question because Coach V, how do you deal with that? Yung, like, if you couldn't find a partner that you have
yours.
ideally, right? Do you lower yung standards? How do you adjust to the standards? Kasi minsan, like, kung hanap mo bilyonaryo and
Ilan
then
lang by
pero
economy.
milyonaryo lang.
Milyonaryo lang, pwede na ba?
Milyonaryo
So
lang.
paano yan?
Hindi na
So,
masama.
nakakatakot.
Hindi na masama.
Oh, yan. Noted, Renee.
Pwede na. Pwede na rin.
Hindi na masama yun. No? So, nakakatakot yung term na lower your standards.
Yeah, exactly.
Because none of us wants to do that. None of us wants to settle for less or go for Shrek, di ba? Somebody that
Yeah.
pinilit lang. So,
Shreking.
It's still a form of
Shreking.
settling kasi.
It's a form of settling,
Yeah.
I agree. But for some women, especially beautiful and successful women, the way that they are being content in their relationship is they're being strategic about their dating. Strategic means if you can afford to go out of the country, if you can afford to pay for a exclusive gym membership, if you could afford to attend a conference where CEOs and billionaires can go, please
Year-round.
use your money to have access to those kinds of people. So that's being strategic.
Okay.
Okay, wow. I personally learned a bit.
Advice.
Renee,
Yeah.
I hope this helped. Did you feel
Great
that you learned a bit?
advice, Coach. Yes, this quick conversation, I've learned so much.
Yeah.
Definitely mentally taking notes.
And also being a DJ, akala ng iba, oh, you're a DJ, a lot of people are coming up to you.
Oh, kasi exposed siya.
But
Always.
that's a challenge because men have stigmas. They wouldn't
Stigma.
date DJs, right?
Party girl yan.
Party girl yan. But
Excuse
my
me.
love, this girl is very, it's conservative. Hindi lang halata dahil sa profession niya. So it's really...
DJs are nerds.
Music
nerds.
So my girlfriend's a DJ. So I was gonna say, and I agree. She's they're surprisingly conservative.
Diba?
Yeah.
They're music lovers.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
are. They are. They're music lovers.
They just wanna listen to music, nice music.
They like the art of mixing.
Yeah. So men, do not be intimidated. Even they're so beautiful, they also need love. So go for somebody above your league.
Again, there you go.
Punch
you should
up.
follow Renee
Punch
Saraya on her socials. Guys,
Please
all those
promote
who are
Renee.
watching right now.
Please stop applying on our Facebook page and YouTube pages.
If you want a date with Renee, all you have to do is to message her on her
No,
socials.
What's your socials? Tell us
Go
about
through her agent, Coach V.
Slide.
Dating Coach V.
Actually, you have to go through
Please
me
call
first.
my agent.
But before we end this segment, Renee, we always ask this final question to our guests. Our show is called Beautiful Day. So what makes your day beautiful?
The absence of annoyance.
Parang yun ang
Inconveniences.
pinaka-complex answer na nakuha natin for
Is
that
it?
question.
Absence of annoyance and minor inconveniences.
I like that.
That would be nice and beautiful.
And that is a warning for the guys who's planning to court Renee. Please do not be annoying.
Don't be a source
Yes.
of annoyance and
Thank you
inconvenience.
so much, Renee Saraya, for sharing your story with us. And thank you for today's Love Hacks, Coach V.
Thank you, guys.
Always enjoy it.
Fun.
I like how nag-evolve yung love hacks. No? Dati fishbowl. Ngayon,
ngayon, we
new
love a
former beauty
guest.
queen. Yeah. Oh my
Talking
gosh.
about her love life.
We are evolving. Ladies and gentlemen, next time live studio audience na po tayo, we'll get all of your suggestions. So, we are also counting the days to Christmas, right? So, how many days we have left? 63. Beautiful days. Wow, grabe, no? 63 days. I hope your budgets are ready. Kung wala, we all are hoping na maka-budget insertion po kayo for your Christmas budgets. So, that is a wrap on today's show this Thursday, October 23. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Remember, keep it cool, take it easy.
And I'm Asis-Carilo. Have a great day ahead, and always remember to choose joy and spread love and kindness wherever this day takes you. See you again tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. only here on
Beautiful day!